Okay, so speaking of riding this cycle, we have First Wind Cycling here. Karen Hill, you are the owner of this amazing place.
Yes.
But I was more interested in why the name First Wind. And as we were talking about it, you told me your amazing story, and you have to share with our morning breakers.
Yeah, so I always like to tell people that I'm on my first wind and I haven't yet gotten to my second. As I was growing up, exercise was really tough for me. I would get tired really fast, I would get sick, and sometimes even pass out. When I was 25 years old, I was taken to the emergency room where doctors actually had to stop my heart because my resting heart rate was over 250 beats per minute. So it was then that we learned that I have a congenital heart defect that I had to have repaired and be put on medication for. After that, I wanted to feel better, and I wanted to just kind of feel different and feel what everybody else felt when they worked out. And so I started exercising and was running and riding my bike and got really into fitness and really fell in love with it, and in 2015 opened First Wind Cycling and Fitness in South End.
Okay, so you have this heart defect
Yes.
all of your life. So you said that when you were younger, you would be in school, you'd be exercising, but you could never finish.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, we used to run the mile in PE class, and everybody else could run it, and I always walked the whole way because I just couldn't make it.
So now you see, as you look back, you had to go through that to get to where you are right now in 2015. Okay, so First Wind Cycling is more than just cycling that's taking place, even though cycling is in the name.
Yep.
What can people expect if they visit?
Yeah, so we do cycling classes like the name indicates. We also do strength training classes, bar classes. We do a little kickboxing in there and some yoga. One of our specialties is what I like to call a mashup class, and we do where you'll spend half the class cycling and half the class kickboxing or taking a bar class or doing strength training.
All right, so do you have baby classes for a brother like me? Because, you know, I don't know. I mean, is everybody thrown into the same routine, or do people progress
so
to it?
I mean, we teach mainly on a perceived level of exertion. So it's all about you, your fitness level, what you feel like doing today. You know, so you're not competing with anybody else in the studio. Sometimes you're not even competing with yourself from yesterday, you know.
Oh, I love that.
It's all about how you feel today. It's you showing up at the studio. That's your workout.
All right, Karen, so who's on the bike over here, and what is taking place?
So this is Lynn Addy. She is my studio manager at First Wind.
Okay.
So one of the really unique things about our studio is that we have these amazing real rider bikes.
Never saw bikes that do this, because typically they're stationary.
Yep.
But this is unique. Only cycling facility that offers this in the Charlotte area.
We are the only studio in Charlotte that has real rider bikes.
Wow.
So these bikes are actually, you can burn up to 20% more calories on this bike than on a regular stationary bike. And on a normal stationary bike, you would be mostly getting that lower body workout, but as you can see, she's also getting an upper body workout here because she's using her arms and her core to keep that bike steady and keep it turning.
All right, now take us through the experience. While they're on the bikes, what's the atmosphere like?
It's amazing. But yeah, so the bikes in our studio are connected to a screen at the front of the studio. Yep. And so we actually project sort of a virtual video game kind of ride. And your bike is connected to an avatar on screen. So the faster you move on this bike, the faster your bike on screen goes. And there's actually a course that you follow on screen, so you can turn with the road that you see in front of you.
All right, and are folks competing with each other in the class?
You know, you can if you want to, but generally speaking, no, we don't have this kind of like, we don't do leaderboards or things like that. It's all about you and your ride, so.
All right, so you have a lot of folks. You said that since you opened up, you guys have been jamming over there. Now, and what are some of the main reasons why people come?
I think, you know, the number one reason that people come and keep coming back is the atmosphere that we have at the studio. My motivation behind opening this studio was that I wanted to create a warm, friendly, comfortable environment for people of all fitness levels, shapes, and sizes to really come and find a place where they can fall in love with a healthy, active lifestyle just like I did.
You said it right there. All right, so where can folks find you?
We are located in South End. We're in the Design Center of the Carolinas, right behind the newly opened Superica Mexican restaurant.
All right, and by the way, I could do that
with
my eyes closed.
Yeah, I bet.
All right, I could outdo you on that bike, lady. All right.